did you see on that play, OT?
No, I've played with Pasta long enough to know that he likes to sneak away for those. So I saw him kind of start coming in his little loop. So he's pretty special when it comes to those opportunities too. So it's fun to see go in.
What did it take for you guys to pull this one off tonight?
I thought we played really Bruins hockey. We didn't really get rewarded, but we kept going, and that's how you win this time of year. And we have to be patient. They know it's going to be a different Boston Bruins at home here next game, so we're gonna keep playing this type of hockey and make it hard on them.
That play at the end of near the end of regulation with in the crease, and you can't grab it, but you gotta get it out. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, no, it's a hard one because, like you said, you can't grab it, and then there's a lot of sticks. Try to jab that puck in the net, so try to somehow get it and try to whack it out of there. But like I said, Sway's been playing unreal all series, and I think we doing a good job helping him. But that's one of those got a little good bounce there.
It's not the first time you've made a pass to Pastrnak in a big spot. Did you flash back at all to that Toronto series at all?
Yeah, no, of course you get a little confidence coming into overtime. You've been in those situations before, so as a veteran guy going out there, I just I know you stick to those details, play hard defense. Like we make some hard plays in our zone there. I got some chances, but we play hard and we get opportunity that way. That's the way it works, and that's the way you have to play all series.
And just what's your message to the fans back home?
No, they're gonna see different Boston Bruins at home. We're gonna play the game we've been doing here on the road. Take that home. We love playing in front of our fans. Got some of the best fans in the league. Love being at home. So it's gonna be a real tough game for Buffalo to try to close out the series. We're gonna make it hard on them.
The whole D unit as a whole tonight, the six of you, played far better in your own end. What changed that for you?
Yeah, I thought Jokey did a great job coming into it. It's never easy coming in middle of a series like that. I thought he did a great job. But we stuck to our hockey, what makes us good out there. We didn't really get away from it. We were patient with it too, and we got rewarded.
Is this a situation where you hope they start to feel the pressure a bit as the series keeps going on?
If you played this game long enough, it's hard to close out a series, and we're a good team. We know what we can do, so we're gonna just go home and play our hockey and enjoy the moment and take it from there. It's gonna be real hard for them playing us. Keep hitting them and just playing our style and hopefully keep getting rewarded.
Was that the team's best game, start to finish, of the series, do you think?
I thought we've been playing some good hockey, but maybe for a full 60 minutes plus OT, I would say we were pretty consistent. We didn't really get away from our game for like we maybe done in some other games, even though we've been playing some good hockey.
You said you played with Pasta long enough. You know that play is going to be there. Do you know that before you get the puck? Are you thinking that?
No, like I when I got the puck quick there, I kind of saw him take that loop. So it's like I said, it's a special player.
Right before you make that pass, I think it was Usaninov gets in there,
yeah,
and disrupts the play. What did you see?
That's what I mean. Like that's what I mean. Talking about us playing our way, we defend hard, and then it's gonna lead to offense that way. It's sometimes it can get frustrating playing that way because you never know when it's gonna come. But like I said, we won this hockey game. We did an OT. You never know, so you just have to keep sticking with it. And I think this game really shows that.
What allows you guys to be so resilient? I mean, last game was very dramatic, and you guys just keep bouncing back and finding ways to get back in.
Yeah, I think we've done it all year, and it's fun to be an underdog. I think a lot of people count us out. They kind of probably gonna count us out at home there too when we get home. But we're a tight group in here. We know what we can do out there. We play for each other, and then we'll see what happens.
What you thought might have been a winning goal?
Just didn't hear a whistle, so I kept going. They can make the call after that. I don't need to comment on whatever. I mean, clearly I knew the puck. I just keep going. I just kept going until the whistle went. Listen, they can make a determination. They did.
Sean, we were talking before the game, said we're not going to try to reinvent the wheel tonight. We're just going to play our game. I feel like you did that.
Yep. That's kind of our game plan was mostly what you saw. Obviously some lulls and just pushes from them. I mean, it's an elimination game. They're going to be coming, but we wanted to play behind them and simple and nothing new. Just think we've been doing all year. So yeah.
Your line mate Mark Kaslik battled through a lot tonight. Just what does that do for the bench when you see him come back and play the way he did?
Yeah, he's just usually you get asked about guys doing great things, and as the year goes on, you just come to expect those things from a guy like Mark. And but we're just lucky to have him. He's playing good. He's playing hard, and he's the kind of player that helps you win playoff games.
At what point did you feel like this was a different team that had come out on Sunday?
Like you knew we were gonna, be smarter in the first period, I think I should say. And like, it's hockey. You know, you can put your best foot forward, and sometimes it still bounce and be shitty. But we knew we were just gonna come back, and we weren't gonna stop tonight. I think we looked at each other in the eye and said this was gonna be one where we were gonna play a full 60 minutes, no matter. We were disappointed, obviously, last game. Threw it away, put it behind us, played this one, and now we got another one.
You didn't play behind them all night tonight, but you did a better job of doing that, especially versus the Guard. What was the key to that? Getting down low on them.
Well, you see, it was pretty obvious. I mean, on Lindholm's goal, I think Kuzi chipped it in, and it was like almost a change and a half next that we got the goal. But it was still from a chip in, a shift ago. And, you know, I think it was, you know, on the bench we're watching the same thing you guys are watching, and we see where our offense is coming from. Every time it was off a puck behind their D. And then we go across the neutral zone a couple times, like you said, and it's just the game tells you what it wants, and it was telling us not to mess around in the neutral zone or at our blue line or their blue line.
Is this a situation where you hope they start to feel the pressure a bit as the series goes on?
Yeah, like whatever they feel, you know, we're just gonna come and play. They're a good team. They're gonna keep playing hard. Our seasons are on the line, and we're gonna keep playing hard. And these are the fun times of the year.
Connected was that what allowed you to be so much better tonight?
Yeah, so much better, right? We've seen it all year from our guys. We just got to wait a little bit, unfortunately at the wrong time. But today you could see it, you know, one goal against on the PK, that's it. That's more us. And that made us so good this year. That made us to be part of the playoffs. And we just got to remember ourselves that that's the way we have to play.
A lot has been said about David Pastrnak and his ability to score clutch goals. What can you say about what he did today on that goal?
Yeah, I'm telling you this, there's only a few players I think who could do that. What I mean by that, it's not the finish, but the way he doesn't go offside. That's not the first time. You guys, the people of Boston, I think, they know more than I do, but this year there was, I don't know how many times it was the same thing, and he always gets it done. And what a nice finish from him. I'm just very happy because, you know, this guy puts a lot of pressure on himself, and he wants to be the difference. And today it was.
Marco on the bench there after the first Sabres goal. They've been looking for a power play goal for a while. So, after last game, the first goal caused an implosion. What was the message on the bench from you to the team there, just to make sure they stayed calm after the Sabres got the
Yeah, no, we liked our power play today. We had lots of good looks. We had good entries. We had one really good face-off. So, you know, sometimes it just doesn't go in, but as long as you have good chances, and you also, even if you don't score, you want to give the team a good momentum going forward. You know, but yeah, I thought I did a good job. Yeah.
Marco, Novak Jorgensen, we got 3 new guys in the lineup. You're down 3-1. You're on the road. What does it say about the group that they were able to respond in this way?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the character we have in this locker room. It's amazing. No surprise for me though. We couldn't wait to get out there today. Actually, guys were dialed in. Our mindset was just there. That's why there was, I don't know, for some reason there was no panic after they scored early. We knew we liked our start. We liked our first period. Guys came ready to play, and we just had the right mindset. You know, ready to play. It's not the right. I hate that word actually. The last games I think we were ready too. We just didn't have the right mindset. And today, we had that vision in our mind, like we gotta go home to Boston. That was our biggest goal.
Right side. I was curious about where the resilience for this team has come throughout the entire season, not just going from game 4 to game 5 tonight, but through the whole year, to visit those lows and then come out and come away with it coming out high.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, it's not just happening overnight. I think that's something we tried to create already last summer, and we got the right guys, the character guys I was talking about. I think throughout the season, starting early in the season, bringing the right culture back on and off the ice, and I feel like that's a little bit the results. Just sometimes you have to learn the hard way, but overall, this team never quits and always find the way to bounce back. That's for me. It's character, it's attitude, and just being there for each other. I think that's the biggest thing what we created this year.
Left side front, Dukes. Marco, you cleaned up so much as a six-man D unit tonight. What changed that for you? Is it just bringing Yoki into it, or is it something more?
First of all, Yoki did a good job today. Really did. He didn't play for a while, so it's not easy for him to come in like that. He kept it really simple. Guys were just calm. I don't know. Starting with Charlie and these guys, they just were very calm. I think that's where we play our best. When our back end plays the best, to be like that. We want to play fast to give it the forwards of the puck and everything else. I think that was the big difference. It's just Sway too. Sway had the first shot, our guys had the second, and it was good.
Right side, second row.
You mentioned him briefly, but your thoughts on Swayman's performance today, especially coming off game 4?
He's been great in every game. Even, believe it or not, even last game, it wouldn't be him. It was 10-0 off there first. So he was not the reason, and he's a big competitive guy, and he showed it again today. Big moments, big games. He wants the big guys to show up, and he's one of them, and he did it. So he made a few really good saves, and he was awesome.
Take last two, Jim first.
Mark has to look at a big block shot for you on a penalty kill. Looked like he was laboring a couple of times. Can you tell what was going on with him? His performance.
It's a good question. I actually asked him, and he couldn't give me an answer, so I didn't know. I don't think he knows. To be honest with you, so I know one time was his foot, and the other time I didn't know, he couldn't talk. So I have to check with him again when he calmed down. He just, guys like that, they get so fired up, and they just want to go out there and they try to do everything they can to help this team, and Mark is one of them.
Back left, last one. Right now. You good? All right, we're good.
All right, thank you.
Connected on an overtime goal with Hampus, and 2 years ago, is there a signal you give each other when something like that opens up?
Well, we are neighbors, so we always call it the neighbor connection. So now it's just great, like great eyes. Seems like anytime he has the puck and I have opening, I have the confidence that he's gonna find me. So we have the chemistry, so it's fun and happy that we connected today.
Jeremy, it looked like you were seeing the first shot right away, and your defenders came out and had the second one. What was it about tonight's performance that was so much different than last game?
I think we stepped up in big moments and played with raw emotion, and guys were selling out their bodies and really understanding that every play was important, and I thought that was pretty contagious throughout the whole game.
Right side.
Jeremy, what do you make of what David has done in clutch situations and when a team has needed him most?
I mean, I got the best seat in the house to watch this guy perform, and we're neighbors too, actually. It's been an absolute pleasure. He's been such an incredible mentor for me and all the young guys that have come in, and he's one of our leaders for a reason, and it's exactly that. When the lights get the brightest, I think he has the most fun, and that's contagious throughout all of us. I know it's helped me a lot. It's helped a lot of Bruins that's come through the locker room. So it's a pleasure watching him perform and really guys follow him.
David, had you, right before the vote, had you just come on for a change?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the play is taking place a far ways away from you. What do you see? I think Marat gets in there and causes a turnover. What did you see?
Yeah, exactly that. Honestly, I saw, Marat did a great job hunting, took a nice swing at the stick, and it bounced to the Hampus, and then in that moment, as soon as I saw Hampus has it on the stick, I turned my, skating towards their net and knew there is a chance. But, this play goes all the way back to that last shift. Lindy, Geeks, and Casey, not sure who was there from D, but, it was a heck of a push by Buffalo. We defended really well, got the puck out, made some big blocks, Sway made some big saves, got the puck out, get the change, and next thing you know, we end the game the other way. So that play started long before.
David, Marco was saying that you put a lot of pressure on yourself in these situations. Just what are you feeling like, given what happened last game, given how important to this team you are as you go into this game?
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. I do put a lot of pressure on myself. I've been through a lot in my career, so use it as a motivation, and at the same time, sometimes it can be a little heavy. But like I said, I've been through some tough moments, so always bring myself back to the details and the little things. But at the end of the day, I just want to play well.
Over here, one for each of you. First of all, Jeremy, Hampus helped you out with sort of a swap. I don't know if you got to see that or not, where the puck pops up. Did you talk about that for you?
Hey, just heads up play, understanding that bounces are going to happen, especially in a game like this. And yeah, I thought you had really good awareness and goalie-like reaction.
And David, Hampus was saying he's played with you long enough now, he can anticipate where you're going to be. He knows how, even before he sees you, he kind of knows how that's happening. Do you feel the same way, and is that something you talk about as you've played through the years, or does that just come from instinct?
No, yeah, the funny thing is we barely talk about those plays. Yeah, obviously we are close friends and spend a lot of time together, but hockey-wise or plays-wise, we never really thought. But like I said, there's so many moments there, even during the season and the regular season, where he just found me, and I'm ready, but at the same time, you still sometimes surprised that he found it. So it's good to have that chemistry, with him, and like I said, he's a really important part in our group. He's 200-foot player that is really good in O zone and make plays, and at the same time in D zone. So he's an important part of our group, and hopefully we can connect with him some more.
Anybody else? Thanks, guys.